This is Vinyl Voices Radio. ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Newman.
Jesse from Dehan.
All right, we are back. This is Vinyl Voices Radio here on ESPN 97.5. He's Justin Dejas. I'm John Denman. And we have
Astro in.
Astro.
Yep.
Astro in.
Astro in.
Yeah, we have additional member of Astro in now.
I know we
John.
gained one during the break.
Just magically appeared. Mm-hmm. Yep.
The
This
pretty
is Tony.
The face.
The face of the whole operation.
He's the hair of the operation. For
The
sure.
hair of the operation.
Can we give them a profile? How about that camera over there? Give them a profile. It's
Oh,
glorious,
nice.
isn't it?
Look at that.
I mean, we would also go over the whole
All time.
fashionista aspect of everything, too. Because that's
Yeah.
a good-looking jacket you got to...
It
Thank
is.
you.
Yeah.
I think
Pretty sweet.
it was my mom's.
Even cooler.
There's still some receipts in the pocket.
She's cool. Yeah, Fiesta.
I mean, Astro in.
It's like from the 80s, dude.
Astro in has a swag.
Thank you.
You kind of got to.
Thank you.
Yeah, so just real quick, Astro in. Whenever I saw Jesse sent me things like Astro In's going to be on, I'll look you guys up. I'm like, I know these guys. That's great.
Yep.
And but it was like funny that you guys picked that name. I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a Houston staple. If you guys are aware, I'm surprised that more people in Houston haven't been aware of it. But it's a if you know, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a if you've seen the first 48, you know.
Yeah.
Because it was this old seedy den of iniquity off of 45, the Cavalcade exit, that
It's
Pee
not-
Wee, the former guitar player, and I used to live next door to.
Yep,
And
yep.
basically you would do crime there.
It's a crime spot. Crime
Yeah.
hotel. Yeah.
I'm not going to
Now
say
it's-
anything because we're on
It
camera.
was.
Crime
I'm not
hour.
incriminating
Crime
myself.
by the hour.
But,
Yeah.
You actually don't have
Astro
to pay.
in said it, y'all. John and
It's not
Jesse
there
didn't
anymore.
say
Now
it.
It's gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
Regrettably.
Oh, okay.
Now
no,
it became
but when it was,
Now it became
was.
it became a much nicer spot.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Now
Very
all of a
cool
sudden it's
spot.
a super badass little spot to go hang out and have
Yes,
a beer.
it is. Yeah, not that it wasn't before, but just different type of.
Different type.
Different
Hey.
type of badass.
Yes. Yeah, you have to be a badass.
Yeah. I mean, rooms were cheaper
Yeah, less ambulance.
back then.
That's for sure.
They were less amenities. Just no frills.
I mean,
I don't know if that's true though.
Well,
Well,
Yeah, there may have been more
that's a
amenities
good point.
back
That's a
then.
good point.
it's good. Yeah.
but
I don't
this-
know if we should shout out the current owner now because I feel like we're digging them deeper, but y'all can figure it
Hey,
out.
great place to go to now and check out.
Yeah.
Either way.
But yeah, we knew we wanted to change the vibe and the music going forward. We kind of were writing new stuff that sounded different than Handsome Beast. Kind of had a little lineup change too, and we were like, well, we need a new name. I think we should time for that rebranding. And we went through so many different ideas, and none of them really stuck. We just we had a list going. We that was actually one of the first ones that we were kind of pitched and everything. And then when we came back to it, yeah, we remember it was like anyway, it was just one of
It
those
was
things.
my
that-
idea.
Yeah.
They are.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was my idea.
I think it was Amanda.
It was Amanda, yeah. Well, we were asking all our friends, our close friends too, just kind of like, what is the cool names?
It
And
was
we-
right under our nose.
it-
is what it
that's
was.
that's the main thing. Dude, we live right next
You
to
know how
it.
we just
there
described this
all the
place as a seedy murder den of iniquity? Like, that's
That's
the
what we
band.
want to
That's
be
what we
called,
want to
yes.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
sense.
It matched the music though more than anything that
Yeah.
we were
That's
writing.
And it's got a Houston
Yeah.
undertone to it, which is important to us as well.
Mhm.
The visuals, which I'm sure we'll get to talking about, they kind of paint this semi-psychedelic romantic version of Houston that we feel like
Yep.
we've had the privilege of getting to see. Everyone else in the band grew up mostly in Houston, and I've lived in Houston for 10 years. And Houston's the kind of city where, like, if you just get dropped into it, it's not like getting dropped into Austin or something where it's obvious. Like, oh, okay, here you go. This is the stuff to do. But Houston is if you know, you know. And
Right.
there's a really cool side to Houston that I haven't seen in a ton of other cities in the United States. And part of what we like doing as a band is sort of showing that off and maybe emphasizing that to sometimes realistic and sometimes exaggerated extent.
Yeah, I mean, Houston's a place where no matter what you're into, you're going to find it.
Yeah, there's something here for you.
And you're going to find a group of people that are also into it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But you do have to find it. Which
You have to find
which
it.
is can be a drawback. Like when I first moved here, it took a while for me to kind of get a hold of the city. Like I grew up outside of D.C. and then went to school in New Orleans where we started our first band.
Right.
And it took me a while to adjust to Houston, and now I love it, and I've loved it for a long time. But it wasn't easy to figure that out, and so sometimes I hear people who visit Houston. I don't blame them for being like, "Yeah, I went downtown and it was closed at like 5 p.m." Like,
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of the cities you can go
Downtown's-
around the buildings.
Downtown's for business, okay? You want to party, there's other...
Downtown's open 24 hours a day
Yeah.
if you know where to go.
If you know where to
If
go.
you know where to
That's
go.
true.
Exactly.
That's true.
And that's what we're here to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're here to teach that.
That's right.
Well, I feel like that's a good segue, just that idea of Astro in, the kind of that grittiness, that little bit of, because going into the next song it's French Kiss, which is my jam. Like,
Yeah,
I-
so I'm
I-
definitely like that.
Come on.
I mean, the
That's
wife
so new.
just stepped out. She,
I was
We'll
about
hear
to say,
about
where's
this later.
Tish?
Yeah.
We're
she-
learning something.
Yeah, she knows about this song. So anyway, but let's hear the song and then we'll kind of circle back and talk a little bit.
All right.
All right.
You're too good, it's true. Untouchable, crown jewel. I'm by my lonesome, sitting in the cinema. Flask in my pocket and I filled it up. I ain't reliable, but I ain't a criminal anymore. And baby, you're a French kiss. I'm a piece of shit down there in Texas. Working on my body on the night shift. Halfway stoned. You've been looking out your window, wishing you were still a widow. Now bored out of your mind playing Nintendo 64. I'm not a prize like you. I take no offense, it's cool. Ain't on a deadline, termination critical. I'm just an idiot who's singing good music. Take the red line, mama wants a piece of gold right now. 'Cause baby, you're a French kiss. I'm a piece of shit down there in Texas. Working on my body on the night shift. Halfway stoned. You've been looking at your window, wishing you were still a widow. Now bored out of your mind playing Nintendo 64. Baby, you're a French kiss. I'm a piece of shit down there in Texas. Working on my body on the night shift. Halfway stoned. You've been looking at your window, wishing you were still a widow. Now bored out of your mind playing Nintendo 64. Ooh.
All right, that was French Kiss.
Yeah, that song.
Indeed. That one gets Jesse going.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a slow grind.
I mean,
That's a grind.
Same, Jason.
I'm just saying, there are a few like that. I mean, if you're like self-identifying your band as fuckboy adjacent slut pop,
Yes.
you're gonna have some songs like that.
You will.
But
I
y'all,
actually think that song's why we got identified like that. It was
Yeah.
Slut Pop before our friend Danny and Austin introduced us. We were doing a duo show one day, and that song had just come out. And she was introducing us. She's like a killer MC, and turned to us and said, "I would categorize them as fuckboy adjacent Slut Pop." And we said, "We're
yes,
taking it.
we're
I
taking
think it was a
it.
jam, but we rolled with it.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
We're
what you
down
gotta do
on
in this
everything.
business.
Our shirts are already being printed.
Yeah.
I mean, I did today, just kind of promoting that you guys are going to be on the show. Put like a little thing up on the gram, just
Yeah.
like if your foreplay doesn't involve
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
You don't know about Astro
You
Ins.
don't know. You don't know.
Our videographer Felix is going crazy. Those are his two favorite things. N64.
Oh,
Foreplay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got the.
That's the only kind of
He'll bring it over
foreplay
later.
he's into.
Yeah.
N64 play.
Yeah.
N64 play. Doctor.
Well
Doctor.
done.
Patent
Well
pending
done.
there.
Doctor.
Patent-
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's been a great show, guys.
The trademark right
Yep.
there.
I'm just
Trademark.
gonna end it right there.
All right.
So
Again,
good.
another T-shirt.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get you the residual.
That's
on
so
that.
good. That's
Yep.
so good.
So this song, we kind of talked about it a little bit in the last segment, and then during the break is like your writing process. Whenever you sat down and how did this song come to you? Like what were you thinking? Like where was your head? And all of a sudden you're like, this is how I want it to flow.
So I think I mentioned in the previous segment that we all went through a bunch of similar. I think this is ubiquitous during COVID. Like I wish I had. There is interesting personal story behind it, but truly like the songs off of this group, this record, like it came out of COVID, and there's that concept of a lot of artists tend to think, hey, if I just had all day to work on songs, I would make great songs. And the prevailing thought is usually, no, you wouldn't. You need to live life, and you need to sort of make art in the margins. And what I found out in COVID at the beginning, when I had all day to make songs, was those people were wrong. I made a shitload of songs. It was very easy. It was great.
Yeah.
It was a fruitful time. I'm struggling. I'm pulling teeth right now on that. But sometimes you get good good momentum with that.
Yeah.
And at that time, just like a lot of people in COVID, who knows what the hell was going on in the galaxy, but we all went through a bunch of really difficult personal shit. Probably the most challenging stuff we've ever gone through in our lives. Kind of the biggest stuff that you could go through. And so we were down, but we had each other.
Yeah.
And we still do.
Yeah.
And a lot of those songs came from that. And this one came for me after a big breakup of a long time, and I was sort of discouraged realizing that I may not be the eligible bachelor that I once was. And I'm like, damn it, now I'm 30. Old.
Yeah. It's good luck, buddy.
Good luck.
Just,
Well,
Once
let me
you
tell you
hit
what.
Slim pickings now, man.
hope you like kids. I'm joking.
Listen. And that was it. And then we made the song. We stopped making songs
That
after
was
that.
it. Yeah, that's it.
No, but I was real. Like, hey, man, musician, cockroaches in the apartment. This may not be great. It may not be relationship material.
Yeah.
And that was actually a struggle, and it was frustrating until I had an epiphany that I might make for a solid side piece.
Sancho,
Yeah.
dude, Sancho.
And so once again, we drew some inspiration out of that, and we jammed it. And it's the thing where I make the demo on the iPad at the time, was I was just making all these on iPads, and then bring it up to the studio, and we make a little more tasteful. Like, okay, Tony, you redo these keys with his sauce and some of his tones and stuff like that, and we sort of make it our own. And yeah, that's one of our like business card songs, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. It was fun to
This is the band.
work on that production because they're like, we always try to make each verse a little different than the one before, and additive and stuff. So we're like, let's add some shakers and stuff. Let's add some boom, some funny like with moose calls and stuff, and then like
What's a moose call?
I was about to ask the same question.
Can you show us what it's called?
Yeah,
I
want
don't know if I can without getting flagged on YouTube. No,
Whoa.
whoa, wait. No, it's like where you get to lick your hand. I'm sorry, going wrong.
Oh, whoa.
It's already going. But like, no, you hit the conga and you like, you go up with it. And it makes that sound.
Okay.
But like, we've always wanted to throw it in a song, and it just fit right there. Like, always, every time I hear it, I'm like, yeah, it was cool. And a lot of little things like that made the song just come out from, what do you call that multi-genre kind of vibe it has? I don't know what it is, but it's a little hip hoppy, a little poppy,
Yeah.
and it's tasteful with all
It
the
sounds like you're on like an epic mule.
something, but it's sexy,
Through
Right.
like a strong one.
strong.
Right.
Like a
something.
mountainous sort of terrain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's other people with you. You
Yeah,
know? Neon. I got nothing else for you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, bright jackets.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yep.
What I like
Feel
about
it.
this one too is like, well, I guess in another segment we're gonna have Felix come in, but the video really also kind of just
Oh, yeah.
totally captures that vibe that you guys are just talking about. It's-
Oh yeah, yeah. He's our.
Great job.
I love working with that guy. We'll talk more with him soon. But yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
thank you. That's a video we like redid. A lot of these videos, we have videos that we've shelved. And we've gone back and forth over the years of deciding, hey, is this a good use of our time? Like, does making music videos gain you fans or not? And now, over the last year, we've really got our swing started, and it's actually getting a lot better with stuff we're about to release in terms of like vertical video and TikTok and Instagram. We found our way into that and style that we love doing. We feel cinematic. But at the time, this was sort of at the end of a lot of our focus being on horizontal music videos, and we just kept coming back to the idea that we like it. We like making these.
Yeah.
But we don't always make them phenomenal. It was like we had to have our own film school by making bad ones. And so we have videos that
like
we've
anything.
shelved and then redone. And this one in particular, we pitched to Felix as an easy, quick shoot. Here's the concept.
Right.
I'm not going to go too deep into the concept there. Let people
Yeah.
kind of figure that on their
Yeah.
own. But yeah, it actually took quite a bit of time, and we were thrilled with the way it came out.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of fun. That's like a.
That's kind of boring.
Was
This
it?
one's horizontal and this one's vertical, and we like it.
I mean, short story told long,
Watch it.
but I mean,
Right.
it worked.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. You can cut all that, right? All right.
Mark that, tag that, mark that.
mark that one,
Mark
edit. Let's go ahead and just, then we'll just call it a segment. I'm just joking. No, but for real. That actually was really good. But we're going to take a break and get another beer and another slice of pizza. This is Vinyl Voices Radio on ESPN. We'll be right back.
Not a prize like you.
This is Vinyl Voices, brought to you by Adley Law Firm, Houston's personal injury attorneys for 30 years.
Isn't critical. I'm just an idiot who's singing good